What up, my people? I feel honored, man. I'm the only one here, by the way, having their toes showing, but I think that's Chris's vibe. But hey, welcome to the Beastmode Games podcast. I'm here. There, thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. Thank you. I'm honored to be around these ladies. If y'all can, just introduce yourself, and we'll jump right into what we need to talk about.
I'm Coach E.
Yeah.
I train the advanced camp classes here at Phoenix.
Hold up.
This is
KG, Kalia O. Guillory, and I am the owner of Nap Bar here, located right here in Houston. We're at Nap Bar HOU, but I also frequent this establishment on a regular basis.
Yeah, love it. And she's like, I gotta get the mic.
I'm Bree. I would have had my my toes out too, but I thought y'all was gonna have us sling some weights, so I was like, I gotta be ready.
Well, Coach can always add that in.
No, I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah, we can really pray on it. Yeah,
we can. Sure?
Yeah, I feel the spirit's leading to a no. But I'm Bree. I come to Advanced Boot Camp. I train with Coach, so it's been awesome.
So let me ask you this, since you have the mic. FitChixx's, what has that experience been like for you?
Bruh, it's been life-altering, life-affirming. So I've been coming here since January of 2021. So I'm a new kid on the block, but like the girls here, family. I'm looking at the camera. I'm gonna look at you.
Up to you.
But no, the women here are just super dope. Like when I first came, everybody was just super welcoming and encouraging. I haven't lifted heavy weights probably since high school, so to come in here and to feel like I can accomplish anything inside the gym and also outside the gym has just been awesome. Like you can't ask for anything else.
Love it. And what about you? What has the experience been like?
Man, listen, it's for me, it's a different experience because Antonika and I grew up together.
Shout out to Ant. What up, sis?
What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? So like we grew up together. We're childhood friends, we're family, like we're the best of friends. So to be able to hoop with somebody in high school and know what their work ethic is and then follow their journey along the way.
That's the beauty.
Like I'm honored just to be able to sit here and be in witness of the awe of what she's created. It's, you know, when I think of the FitChixx, they put the unity in community.
100%.
Literally, like we support each other. Like, hey,
we're getting that poetry on it.
Hey, better give me those snaps.
Okay. Give me your flowers now.
I appreciate you. They smell well. They smell well and great. But no, it really what it is. Like we support each other inside, outside the gym. Like it literally, truly is a family environment.
Yeah. And how does that feel? You hearing that from your Patriots?
Oh, it feels amazing.
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, I feel like we're accomplishing something.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, did you step in as a coach?
No. I actually started off like they did.
No.
I did start.
And you didn't know that?
No, I'm a new.
Okay.
No, I was in nursing at that time, so I'm an RN. I've been a neurosurgery nurse for like 17 years, and then I decided that I wanted to open a t-shirt shop, and then I met Antonika, and at that time I was like weighing 295, so I've come a long, long way.
Congrats.
But it was because of her. It was because of Antonika. She's the one who pushed me to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So she gave me the opportunity, got certifications, and it's where I'm at.
Boom, here we are.
Yes.
You know, it's so beautiful to see just growth, right? And I've obviously been following you guys since day one. And actually with the Beastmode Games, I don't know if Ant knows this, she was a part of the second Beastmode Games when it wasn't a Beastmode Games. It was just like, hey, we're gonna do some workouts at the gym. Come on by, and she was a part of it, right? So to see her still here, not just killing the game in the fitness, but also as a friend to me and Mean Green, it's been, and we love you. That's what we're getting to. Thank you. But yeah, she was a part of the very first one, and I'm hoping she's seen growth since then. Now we're here.
Yes.
All right, we're a couple weeks out.
Yes, we are here.
You've been there before.
Yes, I have.
You've never been.
Ever.
You've never been.
Ever.
Let's start with those that's been.
Oh.
All right.
Jesus.
What we talked a little bit off camera. What was your first experience like? And we'll go from there.
My first experience was torture. That's what it was.
So basically,
So originally she was sitting right here, guys, and she moved over there. So now I kind of understand.
Yeah. I want to get you. See. It was very, very hard. At that time, I felt like I wasn't ready. But we beasted through it, and we finished. And that's what matters.
You finished.
Is if you finish. So yeah, that was my experience.
So when you said it was torture? Was it more physical or was it mental? Was it a combination of both?
It was a combination of both, because when you think that you're ready and then you get in there and you start and then you're going at reps and then you're done and you're right back into another exercise. If that right there, that combination, you've got to be ready for endurance for that.
Yeah.
At that time I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I am now.
You are now.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching the IG. She talking?
You heard our coach.
I am now.
You heard our coach.
I am
Drop
now.
the mic.
I ain't going in saying I ain't ready, but I'm ready. I stay ready.
Yeah. So after hearing your coach talk like that, what's the vibe? What's going on?
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Let's go.
Like,
Let's go, KT.
Let's go. I'm with it. I didn't even know where we were going. I was just going.
Burpees, what we doing?
Yeah.
I love
and
it.
by the way, KG during my classes kills it.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to bitch at her. I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, good job.
Just go.
That's it.
Let's go.
Form's on point. Always there. Good vibe.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So it's so cool to hear different perspectives from the coach, from someone that's been getting it for an athletic standpoint, because we talked off camera about basketball, and we got the newbie, right? So as you hear this as a newbie, right, what's your mindset when she says it was difficult, but they finished?
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking now? You still got to come to class tomorrow. You told me.
Right. That's
I
what
heard.
I was about to say. Is it too late to pull out? But no, I mean, I think you have to it's like I can do hard things. You know, you have to remind yourself that you can, and it's a challenge.
I'm not playing with y'all today.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and so I mean, I'm up for the challenge. So I mean, I know Coach wouldn't put me in if I wasn't ready, and so I am ready to go out there and throw some weights, slang some weights, and
We slinging weights around,
And I think also just to be in that atmosphere is just really powerful. You know, to be around people who are just as strong as you or stronger than you. Is, I think to be around that is motivating. And so I'm excited for my first time. I've literally never done a competition before in my life. So I'm that person that I'm going to walk in like a deer with the headlights on, but I'm being into it. So.
It's, you know what, and I'm not saying this because I'm a part of it, it's very unorthodox if you've been to a lot of other comps, because y'all might come in with red, Mean Green might be green, Kev might be blue, but somehow, some way, the culture empowers each other. It's not like I hope they do wrong. And we do right. Like Misfit, my guy Chris Colbert, you caught the podcast. It was one scene where it was a guy from another gym. It was very difficult for him. He runs on the course and finishes it with him. That's the environment and culture. So I'm hoping that's your experience when you see it in a couple of weeks. But when you hear about different girls from different gyms or guys, are you the type personally, and I'd love for each one of you to answer this, when you hear hundreds of people yelling, do you zone out and you can't hear them, or do you think you're the type that's the opposite?
I know I'm supposed to say that I zone out.
No, I want you. How you feel? Speaking from your chest.
I'm trying to think, because I mean, even when I played basketball and stuff as a kid, like I can't hear everybody, but there's somebody's voice you can hear in the crowd. So like I can always hear like my coach's voice. I can hear my mama or my dad up in the stands. But I don't know. I'll be able to hear everybody, but I'll be able to hear the few for me.
Yeah. What about you?
Listen, man, I hoop, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm in the stadium at the end of the break, halftime, or it's a buzzer beater or what, and I'm running around the stadium telling people like, come on,
Let's
man,
go.
Let's go. Come on, where we at? Let's go. So yeah, that's me. Like, and if I need some help, I would not look. I would be like, yo, let's go. Let's clap. Let's do something. Like, we got to get this energy.
I love that.
Energy.
I love that. I love that. What about you?
Me? I'm kind of like her.
Yeah.
If I don't hear a familiar voice, then I zone out.
Really?
Yeah. I zone out.
Yeah. I've never personally participated in the Beastmode game.
I mean,
Ever, right? I know.
Say it ain't so.
I've never participated.
In what?
In the Beastmode games.
what?
I know. They work me
How's
so
that even
hard.
possible,
But
Sway?
I'm gonna say this on this podcast. I'm gonna do it one day.
You know what?
I'm gonna do it one day.
We're gonna have our own Beast Mode games here for you at Phoenix.
I'm game. I'm game.
How about that?
I'm game.
Let's
I'm
do
game.
that.
You know what? I was thinking
Let's
of
do that.
He should be worried.
all the judges doing the last heat. We thought about doing that in this comp, but we brought a memory back. When I get really fatigued, even at the gym today, when I get fatigued and I want to give up, I usually encourage others. So like I just remember being very, as a basketball player, I don't know about you, I didn't always play defense, right? But I was gonna shoot that thing every single time.
The rock.
Every single time, right?
I'm not gonna run back on D, but.
So, but to stay in the game in basketball, I had to play defense, especially when I got college. So it got to a point where I would psych myself out. I would hit the ground just so the crowd would get up and start amping everybody up because that would make me want to play better. Same thing at the gyms now. Even when I work out with the classes, when I want to give up, I'll look at somebody and give them a fist pump or let's go because it's going to hype me up. I'm curious of the reaction now that you've heard her love language, and your love language when it comes to a competitive nature. Because now we know that you will hear certain voices. We know you're going to entertain. We know you're going to
entertain.
Right? And we know you're going to put in. So it's like, I'm so curious now to hearing you hear each other's response. What's next? What do you think, Coach? You hearing that? What's your response now when your girls go?
Shit, I'm giving them all the energy I got.
Yeah. So how do you give energy? Now I'm curious because Kevin, Fabian, Carlos from the Flex, a lot of them participate and coach. Well, definitely cuss. But how do you reserve energy?
How do I reserve my
How
energy?
you reserve energy by encouraging them, but you know you gotta get in there yourself.
I'm gonna give a lecture before everything starts. That's how I'm gonna reserve it.
Just get it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give a long lecture and we gonna pray.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Because we're on the Beastmode Games podcast, we can do what we want, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm FitChixx. Yep. I got the shirt on. Y'all didn't even. Y'all better comment below. I look good in it. All right. Coach, we here. We here. What's up? Talk to me. What's the prep? What are we talking about? I'm putting you on the spot.
Ah, you put me on the spot. First of all,
Oh, we do that next day.
First of all, it's nutrition.
Okay.
Okay. Gotta have our nutrition down pat.
Okay.
If you're not hydrating, and while this is something I always say.
Okay.
Breathe and move.
Yeah.
Take your drinks with you. They don't belong on the bench.
Okay.
Because when we rotate, you drinking and moving.
Okay.
Okay.
That's coach's poetry. All right, go ahead.
We're doing a lot of HIIT,
Okay.
a lot of cardio,
Okay.
a lot of slinging weights. We're doing it all.
Yeah.
That's how we're prepared.
All right. Now can you? You got to grab the mic. Can you imitate Coach now?
Okay, so I think it was Thursday. No, it was Friday night. And don't y'all be smoking that hookah. Okay, that shit ain't good for your lungs. Okay, and then y'all gonna come in here on Tuesday. Okay, and everything that we worked on this past week, all of that's down the drain. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste my breath. You can just find out on Tuesday. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. Okay, I'll take care of that. And then, maybe I decided to just treat myself, maybe to some ice cream, and it's vegan ice cream, right? I just want to take a pretty picture just one time for the gram. I want people to know, I live just a little bit.
Right.
You better unfollow.
All of a sudden, I need to block her, honestly. But then it should be on my D. And you saying, why you eating that crap? Posted Starbucks. I don't drink caffeine no more, but I had Starbucks.
Yeah, Starbucks.
And, it was the nitro cold brew with the sweet cream, like foam.
Okay.
And Coach, no, this was like 2-3 weeks ago. Remember, I'm not on caffeine no more.
Okay, all right.
I got to get my sleep together. And Coach was like, send me the calorie count for that. I said, what?
Yeah.
Send me the calorie count. And look at the visceral fat. You putting this in your body? I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah. She got you down, Coach.
Yes, she does.
She got you down.
Out of all people, she's one.
Yeah.
Okay, she always yelling at me.
Yeah.
I am always yelling at her.
Yeah. She said, well. Well, tell me about the workouts. What kind of workouts are you guys doing right now? I know we talk a lot here and there just about programming just because we love to do it, but what is it like if somebody comes to FitChixx for the first time, and how is it now with you guys getting prepared for the games?
Okay. Basically, there are no modifications.
Okay.
If you come to advance, you are advanced.
Let's pause there. What is advance?
Advance is heavy weight, more reps. Sometimes lately we've been doing a lot of time. So a lot of rotations. We probably got like maybe 17 exercises on the board.
Golly.
Okay. So yeah, 17.
Golly. Okay.
So and that's sometimes it's split up in partners. We're doing partners. The girls that are coming that sign up for advance, it's no different. We're training for beast mode. They training for beast mode too.
Getting right into it. And that's the class you wanted me to come to?
Yes, you come.
17?
Should be very
Girl,
rare.
17?
Yep. Everybody touches every exercise.
Yeah.
Right now, we're doing a lot of timed, right? Reps and time. In my first round, we're doing AMRAPs. And that right there is like 1 minute and 20. And then after that, we got a full round.
Yeah.
So 5-minute rounds.
I love it. So I'm sitting in this amazing facility. Can we talk a little bit about it? Just in case nobody's been down 59 South and they've never been here before. What's the environment like when they come into this door? It's like, come to Mean Green, there's no AC.
Oh.
What is it like at
The same.
Let her answer that question.
I mean, but honestly, as soon as you hit the door, you feel the energy,
Yeah.
right? And for me, it's the energy. Like, I've worked out at several places here in the city.
Yeah.
No diss to anybody else, and I'm not biased because this is my family.
Yeah.
She has really done an incredible job of
That's
creating a
what's up.
coaching staff that is inclusive of everything that she wants it to be in the community. It's
I love
love.
that.
We're going to get it in, but we're going to love on you too, and we're going to hold you accountable because we know what your fitness goals are, and we're going to make sure that as a team,
Yeah.
as a collective, we're going to get you there. And also, we make sure that this is good,
100%.
right? Like, we talk about sleep on a regular because we understand that we got to make sure that we recover so
Yeah.
that we can go out for beast mode and do what we need to do. We can't do that if we're tired.
I love it.
If we're sleep deprived, we
I love
can't
it.
do it.
I
So,
love it. I love it.
yeah, it's
I could be
it's
here.
energy.
And I'm not saying that like if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't say that, y'all. It comes to a place where push-ups and squats never change in any gym, but being consistent to be or want to be or have the desire to be there, that's what matters. So when I hear everybody that's picking up this mic right now say these same things, empowerment, love, hope, whatever it may be, man, I think that's where I would want to be. So I'm glad to hear that about
And
you
working
guys.
out with your people. Like,
Yeah.
these are our people, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about business, we chop it up, like we do all the things. And the biggest thing for me is like, sometimes my motto is that you have to protect your energy because everybody doesn't have the capacity to understand your
Yeah.
greatness. But everybody in the gym has that capacity and they cheer you on. They see you post something on the gram, they're like, yo, I saw the gram, you good? This is at the gym, you know what I mean? Most people got their buzz in, they doing whatever they need to do on the treadmill, but we care about each other here.
I think we should take a moment of silence.
Actually, we could pass some plate right now. Where the collection plate at?
That was worth the drop of the mic. I don't know if y'all caught me. For those that are listening to this, y'all can't see my face, but I was like stunned. I was like, damn, that was good. But no, I mean, I love it, man. It's one of those things, man. I have an opportunity to go to these different gyms and boot camps and to see special things, and this is special. So y'all just keep up the work, man. I do want to highlight a fitness apparel. I do want to highlight what's going to be in every city, every port. I want to highlight that. But before we do that, I want to give y'all the floor. If you heard some podcasts, always for those that want some gems about the games, whatever y'all ask, I will answer to a certain extent, right? I can't give the workout out. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I can give gems and I can give creative answers. So I want to give y'all the floor. If y'all have anything.
I'm gonna let them ask. I don't gotta think about mine because mine is very, very. I gotta.
Yep. It's the beast mode, and you say what you want, girl.
Is this an all-day event?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm tired, y'all. I get there at 3:30, 4:30 in the morning. I want to go home later. But no, the event starts at 8 in the morning. That's when the first heat will start. We typically tell the athletes to get there at 7 for registration, lines, everything else. You want to make sure you're good to go, especially for those in the very first heats. This will be the very first comp that we will not do a walkthrough the day of the comp. So once we send the workouts out the day before and we make sure you're good, once we get there, it's showtime. The event will probably end. If you've ever been in an event or part of an event planner, you know what I'm about to say sometimes don't come to pass, but we're gonna try to implement and be done by 2 p.m. That's when every heat start on time. And depending when we release this, you may have already known it, but maybe I won't release it by then, but we're actually gonna host an after party right there after. So we're gonna have Radio 1.
Look, you see? Oh.
So we have, I don't know if you've seen the post about the food trucks. So we have all the food trucks, all
That
the
does not
vendors.
mean we fall off our nutrition because we having an after party.
Now I have no say so on that part. I'm
See?
just,
That
Why
does
can't I
not mean
live?
that.
I'm providing, answering the question. That starts at 1 o'clock.
I'm too excited.
We'll have the food trucks out there. We'll have music out there, obviously with the DJ. This is gonna be the first event we ever serve alcohol. So we'll have alcohol out there. But you can't have it because Coach gonna be there.
It helps with your recovery.
It can't, you know. So, but to answer your question, it's not all day.
you
We should
coming
be
to
out
class
by
this
1 or
week,
2.
right? Oh, okay. Okay.
Recovering.
Yeah, recovery.
I need the yeast back in my body. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
She's looking at-
Can you walk us through what it will look like? Like, how should we mentally prepare for this? I know you haven't participated, but if you were participating in this particular event this year,
Good question.
what would it look like, and how would you prepare for it?
Three things I probably would do. Number one, as a team, meet the day before and watch the workout together.
Done.
If you watch it separately, you'll understand the movements, but the communication, I'm telling everybody, the communication between movements or between circuits, whatever the format may be, communication process needs to be implemented. If you don't figure that out until the event, it's too late because somebody else probably already did it. So number one, I'll probably watch it together. Number two, identify what you're good at and what you're not good at. Like for me, man, you put me on a rower because of my height and my conditioning, like I'm great. You put me on that ski erg, I'm cussing you out. I don't want nothing a part of that. I'm good at anything that deals with my height, you know, ball over bar, wall balls, but at 6'3", doing deadlifts or ass to grass squats with a front squat, that's not as easy for me. So with your team, sometimes if you can identify, hey girl, I'm good at this, but I'm not so good at this, if you get to an opportunity where one person can take more slack at a place that you're not good at, because of the communication of that, you can implement that. Right. Hopefully I'm not giving too much
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Number three.
So that means everything is not so in sync, is it? It's
Potentially.
not all synchronized.
Potentially, right? Potentially, right? Number three, I would say you're your worst critic. You know, I think sometimes we look in the mirror or we look at our effort and we don't think we're good enough. When somebody compliments you at the event, whether it's somebody from your gym or somebody else, man, receive that. Like if somebody say, man, you killing the workout, own that. I am killing the workout. Like if somebody said, man, you finished, like, yeah, I did finish. Don't beat yourself up because of the person on your left and the right, because when you look, you don't know what rep they're on. Yeah. You don't know if they just started. You don't know if they just puked. You don't know what it might be.
Stay in your
so
lane.
yeah, that's it. So
Stay
those
in
would be my
your lane.
three things. So great question. Great question. What else
Okay.
you got? Y'all going in order.
Okay. Let's see.
All right, she gonna pull out some, well, today,
Shut up, Chris. Okay. I do need more time.
what you got?
Okay, so my question is, what advice would you give to a first timer? So I know you already shared about, know your strengths and, let your partner take some slack here and there, but what additional advice would you also give?
For a first timer especially, I would say that I would do two things. I would, number one, don't get caught into IG and what everybody else is posting, right? Because you'll see, if you see somebody lifting 500 pounds right now, it makes no sense for the Beastmode games. But you might be making your whole workout scheme, or you beating yourself up mentally and emotionally because you see somebody else on the Instagram doing 500 pounds. You don't know if that was posted yesterday. You don't know if they recorded it 2 years ago. True. So don't get caught into the expectation that everybody's showing, because remember, that's their highlight tape, right? Number two, whatever coaching strategies that was developed within you, whether it's from your coach or a Patriot that you're working out to, like, stick with it. Because what happens is your heart rate get up, you got a couple hundred people yelling, you hear that 3, 2, 1, like, once the lights come on, sometimes you lose your train of thought and be like, oh, whatever the game plan is, stick to that, because that's what you've been working on. Okay. So that's what I recommend.
Okay, so my question.
Uh-oh. Let me drink some water. I'm listening.
Oh, you better get your water. You better drink your water. You won't answer this question.
So she moved over there.
Okay, that's why. All right, so I know you were on live, and I know first come, first serve for on live things, but on IG. Question to you is, I asked you a question, and you answered it with 2 things.
Uh-oh. You gotta spit it out.
I'm helping everybody else out there, because this, yeah, you're welcome. You said it's based, or you kind of took off of an Olympic event.
Okay, I remember this question.
And you said if you watch the wrestling, right?
Okay.
WWF, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Those 2 things, I didn't really understand what you were saying.
So
I'm like, what is he talking about? We gonna be doing wrestling around this? Wait. Like, what wrestling move? Yeah.
So If I can remember the question, I think the question.
You know what? I went to people that
No,
watch
you didn't.
wrestling. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
What you think? What do you think could be done? And they looking at me like, what?
Did you really?
Yes, I did. I was like, what kind of wrestling move? I mean, because all I'm thinking about is putting somebody on my back,
Yeah.
and doing some squats, and picking up.
Nah.
I was like,
We're not doing
Okay,
nothing like
okay.
that. You know what's funny? And I'm answering a question. Where my phone at? If I knew where it was. Oh, so the week of, I stopped posting pictures of the actual event, and I started taking different images, usually from like cartoons and stuff, to give you clues of what the Beastmode games might look like. And that's basically what I was doing with you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you a couple examples, and for those that are listening, you're not gonna see it, so just bear with us. But let me find one. So here's some pictures. I don't know if y'all familiar with like Boss Baby, right?
Okay.
So for those that watch the cartoon Boss Baby, he like does all the planning and all the strategies. So this event, it took somebody that was going to strategize the whole event for their Patriots, right? I'll give you another one. Oh no, I got a good one. It was a, let me see if I can find it. I wish I can find it. Yeah, it was this one. So Toy Story, right? In this picture, I don't know what people thought when they saw this, but the reason why I posted it was because of this. That's, what's his name, Woody? What is Woody doing to that guy? What's his name? Buzz. Hanging on. What do you gotta have to hang on? You have to have a good grip. So I was given a clue in this. So nobody probably even caught that, but I was putting that out there like, what's the clue for today? Everybody probably like, why do you, because that workout, you needed a good grip for the movement that we were doing. So what I was doing with you was the same thing. Without giving you the answer, I was trying to give you a clue. And I remember you was asking about the strategy of the way, was it gonna be synchronized or something like that? I said,
my question
what
to
was
you
it?
was, were the reps tapping up? That was my question.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I said wrestling. I said it can be two different ways.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna break it down more in depth just because they listening to the podcast. Wrestling, it may be something where, golly, I don't want to give it. Anybody watch wrestling here before?
No,
A little bit. You kind of understand the concept. So yeah, I don't really watch it, but I know the idea. So there's 2-on-2 events, but only one person can go. You can only go when that person taps out or exchanges.
Gotcha.
So that's what I meant by wrestling.
Okay.
The second one was, it wasn't wrestling, it was the Olympics. I can't go too much in this because I give it away. There's several different events at the Olympics, right? You have, let's use the runners. You have the runner, I don't know nothing about them, but you have somebody that's running 400 meter one time. Then you have a relay team. You have a cross country. And I said that one of the formats will be like one of the Olympic relays or singles or something like that. So it was a
Gotcha.
team of 4. Maybe all 4 got to run like cross country. Maybe one person go, then the next person go. So I was answering your question that way. But it is one of them.
Okay.
You
Question
ask somebody.
has been
No,
answered.
talking about you ask somebody, you have to pick somebody up
Yes,
and lift
I
them.
was like, what do you do? What do
Hey,
you think it could be?
y'all go to
Y'all?
FitChixx's page. She gonna have people running it in the
I
alley.
was already preparing my team to pick up each other and do some squats. Yes, I was. Yeah,
Hey,
buddy.
yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. You know,
Yeah, I
extra
was.
weight.
I was.
So basically, it's reps.
Yeah,
You're gonna tap in when you're exhausted or fatigued. Then tap in. And
potentially,
okay.
potentially,
Okay.
potentially,
Okay.
potentially.
You crack the code. You crack the code, coach. I don't think our coach out here for this cracking of the code.
That's right. You welcome. You welcome.
I love it. I love it. What else? Anything else y'all can think of? Comp-wise,
Okay.
experience-wise. What else y'all gonna ask?
Music's gonna be out there, though. It's going
Yeah. So
Yeah,
music.
music.
We always have.
It is.
Who was it last time? DJ Chris from 97.9. We usually have a Radio 1 personality out there doing some DJing. This year I haven't confirmed who it is. I want Chris to come out because he did the last 3. But yeah, the music is everything.
Well, listen, we have an in-house DJ, so if you need to get somebody,
Really?
we can.
Yeah,
we
she
can send a
DJs for
referral.
me every other Thursday.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. So the biggest thing, let's talk
Michelle
after camera.
McKnight.
Huh?
Michelle McKnight.
You
And
coming,
she's at
sis?
5015
On Tuesdays.
on Tuesdays.
Okay.
So go and check it
So she
out.
working with my
Yeah.
kinfolk Steve. So, okay. Well, let's connect it after.
See?
That's
Community,
what I'm
baby.
talking about.
Yeah.
We
Relationship
got everything in
currency.
this gym, okay?
Relationship currency right here at the
100%.
gym. That's the reason why you got to come work out with us.
Yeah, one of our coaches actually builds boxes too. Her name is Coach Rocky.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's solid.
Yeah.
He's solid.
He's
I just picked
Oh,
3
yeah.
of them up. Like, I'm done for the day. No, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Please remind me because I'll walk out and totally forget.
Okay.
But yeah, was that a question or I forgot? Oh, did you have any other questions I was asking? Anything else about the comp, before the comp, after the comp, experience
or do we
of the
have,
comp?
okay, well, I guess we won't be able to, but it's somewhat equal.
What's
But
that?
I want to know, can we choose our music?
Can't choose the music.
Yes.
No way.
Why?
That would be chaotic. I think we have like 500 to 600 athletes.
I had to ask.
Can you imagine somebody like, hey, I'm going up next. Can you play Pitbull and then everything else? So what I will say though is that the workouts are very high tempo, high energy movements. So the DJs that we pick, we make sure that the same music applies. It's nothing against whatever type of music you like to listen to, but I direct it, I like it, so I pick rap, hip hop, so that's what it's based upon. But it's no offense to any other type of music, but I listen to 2 Chainz versus Garth Brooks, and there's nothing wrong with Garth Brooks, but you thought I was gonna play some Garth?
Stop it, Chris.
You want to put some Garth in there?
What?
Oh,
I
You know
love
my kids
Garth.
play country to make me mad.
really?
Yes, they do.
Girl, I cook it up.
I love Garth
can't-
Brooks.
yeah.
I've seen him in
Yeah,
concert.
we do that sometimes at our gym where we randomly let somebody pick music, and even at the gym it gets crazy. But
I bet it does.
but no, the music's dope, man. They do an incredible job. I'm always curious to see the 3-2-1 to every single start period is always kind of like his go-getter songs. So I'm always like amped to see what he chooses or what our
Hopefully
new
my
potential
girls don't
person
start
may be doing.
dancing.
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen. No, I will
They
put
act
that
up.
as a disclaimer.
They all act up.
I'm sorry, y'all. The after party actually starts when music come on at the event. I know we talked about the after party, but when music drop, some people just can't control themselves.
Yeah,
they get
a
the
lot
moving
of my
and get the
girls
going.
cannot control
So
themselves.
one thing we're gonna add in, we're gonna have kids, and if y'all have any kids that you think might want to participate, between the intermission, between the athletes getting set, we're gonna have kids that participate in a little mini workout.
Well,
So
I could have prepared my daughter for this.
you still can do it. No,
she's not ready.
No, don't prepare her. Let her come as she is, and just.
No, she got to be ready.
It would be something simple.
We
It'll
gonna
be
do-
something
we,
like.
we doing it next comp.
But
Like, you ain't gonna go there and embarrass me.
No, she
That's what I heard.
she not
she
doing
would,
that.
she would do great. She would do great. But yeah, music's dope. Music's dope.
Okay, so can you explain like the format? Like when I walk inside, is it a jungle gym? And then you said heats.
Yeah.
So is it like the
a good
competitive
question.
goes first and then standards heat too, or is it like heats per movement? Just to
Yeah, no, great question. So we have 5 different divisions. You have co-ed, you have men and women, standard and competitive, and then, yeah, that's 5. So with those 5, we mix it in. So it's not like all men go, then all women go, then all co-ed. If we have 12 lanes might be co-ed, the next 4 might be women competitive, the next 2 might be men. So it's split up like that. So when every heat shows up, we don't have to flip-flop weights. It's already set up right then and there. That makes transition smooth. The second part of your question was, remind me, I'm sorry, I'm getting younger.
just like visually, does it look like a jungle gym?
No, okay, so for those that are first timers to the Humble Civic Center, so it's an outdoor expo arena. So when you walk in, it's 30,000 square feet, all these big columns. When you walk in initially, it's gonna be where you check in. Next part, it's gonna be to our left. As I close my eyes, I have to visualize it. To our left will be all the vendors. So you'll have people that are like selling shoes, waist belts, workout gloves, apparel, whatever it is on the left. On the right side will be all the food vendors. You'll have, I forgot all the names. I'm sorry guys, I don't know them all by name, but a lot of food vendors that are gonna be there. In the center will be the workout. The workouts are basically in barricades and it separates people. So instead of putting people in the stands 50 or 100 or 200 feet away, we want our crowd right on our athletes. But still enough space where obviously everybody's safe, but at the same time, you get to hear your road dog telling you you need to pick it up or you're doing great. DJs usually elevate it a little bit higher. We're actually working on, just depending on volunteers, live stream from YouTube. So basically, for anybody that can't come, they can go to the YouTube page and hear the live stream where it's 2 commentators. Our commentators will not be what you hear on NBA or NFL. There'll be more jokesters, for those that know Jason Miller. But yeah, music's super loud.
How far are the bleachers from us?
Well, we want to use the bleachers.
Because we're having a videographer come.
The barricade. Yeah, remember I talked to you.
Yeah.
So say this, where we're sitting is the barricade, and the athletes are where all the mic hookups are. Right here is where it is. So literally, if you're right there, you're what, 10 feet away. So you're right up on it. So yeah, it's dope. But no, great question.
There was another question I had for you. Yeah, go ahead.
So endurance seems like this is going to be big on endurance.
Oh yeah.
What would you say would be the best recipe for mixing in your endurance with weights and everything else? Like,
Good question. 3 things, 4. And I'm not tying this in just because you are who you are. Let's start with the 4th one, recover and sleep. I don't care how much you train, man. If you don't put your body in a position to recover and sleep, you can't implement it. Like,
I'm not gonna let me live this down.
hey, editor, go ahead and put that right there for it. But no, man, I just see people overcompensating so much in their workouts, and they're sleeping 4 hours a night, and they to really put themselves in a position to execute on a platform. And then on top of that, anxiety kicks in. That's a reality, right? So just imagine somebody is coming, or you've been before, the night before. You can't sleep, right? Like you just can't turn your sleep patterns on and off. It needs to be a condition. So I'm not saying that just because my sis here, I really believe that. Second thing I would say, endurance-wise, flexibility, range of motion. I see a lot of times, especially in a competition format, we train harder, we train more, we put more hours in, but we sometimes decrease the amount of time we work on our flexibility and range of motion. So if you're running a lot or you're pushing sleds or doing a lot of jump ropes and your hip flexors are getting real tight, then the day of the event, what if that's the day where your body like, nah, bro, nah, sis, you ain't moving like that today, and then you pull a groin muscle. And it's not that you don't work hard, it's just sometimes we don't stretch our tendons and ligaments out a certain way. So I would definitely work on range of motion and flexibility. That's what, 5 minutes a day. That's after class, right, or before. That's at night, in the morning when you wake up. Third thing with endurance that I would say is muscle confusion. And I know that's what y'all get already. It's not don't get on a treadmill, guys, and do 15 minutes a day and expect to come to the beast mode and murder it. Mix it up, man. I mean, get in the parking lot, run in the bay door area, get on the assault bike, get the jump rope, like, yeah, straight up. Like, mix it up on the cardio. And I think the 4th thing that I would say is remember that conditioning and cardio is not only when you run or get on a bike or roll, it's also when you lift weights. Now just remember with the Beast Mode games, we don't lift off power movements, not power movements, we don't lift in the power stage. So at the OPT model, you have strength, stability, you have strength endurance, hypertrophy training, maximum strength, and then power. We're not in power telling people, hey, do a deadlift 1 rep. We're telling you, hey, do a deadlift as many times as you can. So just remember, conditioning is just not running. Conditioning can be with a barbell, a kettlebell, a barbell, whatever piece of equipment that we bring out there. So long-winded answer for a short question, but I wanted to make sure I answered.
Thank you for the shout out with the sleep because it's so important.
It's only the truth.
It cleans out all the toxins. It boosts our immune system. So yeah, like it does all the things.
Yeah.
I got nerdy on this, so thank you.
Well, let's jump into it. So can you tell them about your brand? And so fitness is, you had a question. Oh, hold on. Question.
Hold it
now. Okay, so volunteers. Are we allowed to have volunteers come?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
For us.
Oh, to coach you guys? No.
Yes. No, not to coach us.
Okay.
But just to come in and like give us drinks and, ice packs and stuff like that. If we
Yeah.
need it.
So we have stations where we'll have hospitality rooms or whatever. But when it comes to like, I've seen, what are they called? Massage guns? I don't know the appropriate name.
I'm going to have a massage therapist there.
Yeah.
And a physical therapist there as well.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that
100%.
they could come in and
100%.
be under our tent and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
100%. So
I'm sorry, y'all. My girls are full.
Hey, no, it's
This
not supposed
sound
to be.
lavish.
That's good coaching.
lift
No,
my weights.
anything like when it comes to recovery, I'm throwing this out here just in case. No, I think I said this on Instagram. It is more than one workout. So what happens if you put max effort and you don't recover after? if you work out at FitChixx and y'all got a physical therapist or somebody that's doing massages or whatever, man, that's more kudos to y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
I definitely actually recommend it. It was something else I was going to answer to that question. I forgot.
Are they gonna? Do they need like passes or anything around their neck?
Yeah,
Are we
so-
allowed to have a tent?
We're going to release all that next week. Volunteers, that's what you're going to say. I was going to plug that in. So volunteers, basically, guys, this event means nothing without volunteers. I think I was telling you off camera, Mean Green only has 3 teams between all the boot camps and gyms. A large part of it's because we don't push it, but a large part of it's because I tell them we need judges. We need people that's going to work the front desk. We need people that's going to work apparel tape. We need people that's going to do concessions. We need people that's going to work hospitality. We need people, all of that, right? So if y'all know anybody, once we plug that out, it's just a link. Some people are the setup team. Like, pray for the setup team because we get there at 4:30 in the morning. We have a cleanup team. So it's so much of a production, but without the volunteer, I don't care how good the workout is or the smile behind it, it means nothing without the volunteers.
Right.
We're also going to roll out, if gyms want to get like a tent indoors, it's a parking lot. You'll have a band where you can go in and out. So if you don't want to be inside, you want to go to your car and parking lot camp, do your thing, right? But at the same time, if you want a tent inside there, like a lot of gyms you've probably seen have their own tent, we'll have that where you'll purchase that space. I think it's $10 for 20 feet by 20 feet. And also admission to get in. Obviously, we're at the Humble Civic Center this time. There's no parking lot. We were able to waive the parking lot where nobody has to pay for parking, but it will be an admission fee to get in. I think it's $10 early bird, 20 if you wait to the door, but all that will be plugged out. But to answer your question, for like anybody that has like a physical therapist, masseuse, anybody, they don't pay an extra fee to become a physical therapist or masseuse. However, if they're trying to, solicit the
business,
brand,
right.
then they need to get a vendor fee, which we only have 2 left, I think no,
They're gonna be too busy
I
for
don't know
all
that. I
that.
don't remember that part. But yeah, they don't have to pay an additional price is what I'm getting to. She's like, no, they're all about us. They all about us. We done.
Yeah.
Bucket of ice.
They
put
can
them
do
there.
that they can do that in
massage,
the parking lot
You know
if
the
they have
circuit. But yeah. But no, that's a great question though, because I hope people do that. I hope they bring people in to express the importance of recovery. Because for me as a coach, like I'm so excited to see my people go. So if my sis go and I just finished going, I'm gonna want to get up and go cheer and get up. And then the next minute, guess who got to go back on potentially? Me. You need somebody to be
So
like,
that's
hey,
why we
bro.
have Anthony coaching.
You feel me? But Ann can be in a position where she can say, hey man, you're up in 10 minutes. It's hot outside, it's very humid. When did you drink some water? Like you're so excited to see your people go at it, like you forget those things. So it is good to have somebody that's gonna be there for you. So that's a good question. Any others? I don't wanna miss nobody. Yeah?
I'm good too.
All right, now let's jump into what you guys do special. We talked about the Nat Bar a little bit, but I was telling everybody, I think on one of the previous podcasts, the community of fitness is not just, for me at least, it's not just push-ups and squats. It's like, how can we connect and empower and grow? Just how you mentioned the DJ a while ago. Like, it'd be great, what if that is the DJ?
Right.
And only way that would have happened is if we connected. So it's really important what I'm getting to. If you get to a place and you see these brands or you can support, man, it means a lot to small business owners. So can you tell someone if they never heard about your brand, if they were to see it, what is it like?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man, for this opportunity as well.
100%.
I mean, so Nat Bar, I literally walked away from a C-level executive position at a Fortune 100 company to start Nat Bar. And people think, like, why did you do that? Because for me, my why is so that I can create generational currency for families that are to come, right? So generational curses will die with my parents, and I will birth a generation of wealth. And the type of wealth I'm talking about, it has nothing to do with money or currency. It's innovation, integrity, and giving us permission to rest.
That's real.
Rest literally is our reparation, right? And from people who look like us, BIPOCs, we believe that rest is a luxury when it really truly is a necessity. And when we continue to think that way, it's really truly enslaved mentality. And so my goal is to disrupt that space so that we can really truly get the rest that we desire and that 100%. We really need to keep going. Because our ancestors were told when they can rest. And so I created on-demand rest sanctuaries so we can rest when we want to.
Yeah, man.
We just got to give ourselves permission to do so. So it's just reverse engineering our thinking. This whole team hustle, or I'll sleep when I'm dead and I'll grind till I fall. That's not what
Cousin
we need
of
to
death
do.
and all
That's
that.
not it. That's not it anymore, right? And so when someone comes into Nat Bar prior to the pandemic, We were located right inside the Galleria Mall.
Yeah.
You were waited on hand and foot with a comfort concierge. That we engage all 5 of your senses. So mood lighting, because studies show that mood lighting, when you see your favorite color, you immediately go to a favorite place of rest. But when we talk about fitness, green light has already been scientifically proven to improve inflammation.
Yeah.
So if you have inflammation in your body as you are doing these beast mode games and you're working out with coach, go and get you a green bulb. Put that thing in your lamp at night, and you will definitely start to see a difference. So the next way, I mean, it's just so many different things that we do. I have committed 10,000 plus hours of research just on all things sleep. I'm a certified sleep expert. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Like you guys, right? Like but we're doing this for the culture, and my goal is so that we can really truly get the rest that we need. From a brain perspective and a nerdy perspective, we have to rest, because when we rest, the CDC says that you should get a recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night.
Yeah.
And when that happens, your brain gets a chance to push out all the toxins out your body.
Man.
It gives your brain a chance to repair all the damaged brain cells. You download the memories of the day, and your muscles recover. But if you're not doing so, you're right. You're going to show up on beast mode, and you've been doing all this training for months, and then you're going to just fail because you haven't had adequate sleep for the past 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. And there's a difference, right, between just sleep and a deep sleep, right? Because I can go to sleep easily sometimes when going watching Martin. Yeah, I still watch it, and I'm still thinking about what podcast I got to do in the morning.
Right.
What's happening at the Beast Mode games? What happened at the gym? My kids, whatever it may be, and I'm not getting to a place. And then I got the TV running. But I love the aspect of how you guys have really made it easy for the individual not to even have to know all those things. It's just like, come trust Nat Bar. We're going to take care of you, and I'm going to put you in.
And we'll give you also tips for a bedtime ritual so that you can turn the TV off 60 minutes before you're going to bed, because that blue light emitting through is going to tell your body, hey, you're supposed to be up right now. When you're telling your brain, it's like, no, I'm supposed to be asleep right now. So there's so many different things that you could just shift and just do 1 or 2 different things you can adopt so that you can absolutely get the restorative sleep that you need so you can function.
I love it. Every airport.
Every airport. Listen, touch and agree. Listen,
I walked in. When we walked in the gym, that's the first thing I said to her, because I don't know when you posted it. I'm a fan, y'all. So when I seen you posted it, you said something. I think you were doing a live. Was it
probably, or a podcast. It was something.
I want to say it was live, and you were speaking from the heart, man. You were just basically declaring. And I was in agreement. I was like, like, I don't see why when I go to hobby or internationalize shoes, I've seen other businesses and brand there, so I speak that over you, man.
I
so
appreciate
go
it.
do that.
Receive, palms up and open. Come on.
I love it. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm hoping very approachable person. So when they see you at the Beast Mode games, I just encourage, if you see this podcast or hear it, like, have that conversation, man. I promise you won't punch you. But
I promise I won't. I'm gonna give you a plethora of sleep tips.
Right.
Perhaps we need to consider next year to have like a little nap station so people can rest and recharge.
Why not?
I mean, why not?
Why not? Next one's in the spring, so
Let's
we
go.
definitely can do that. So yeah, man. I just love it.
Thank you, man.
I just love it. Apparel, right? I say this 100%. I know I spoke to the homie a couple times. And if I wasn't one of my members, Lydia, she's been doing our shirts since we've been in business. If she wasn't her, I would be going to her. Can you tell me a little bit about, not a little, but tell me about your brand and what I'm sporting today? No.
Well, on Instagram, it's T-shirt Diva.
And I'll put it at the bottom.
Okay. But it's Houston Custom Inc. is the name of my company. I do all types of apparel, mainly athletic wear, because, of course, I'm in the gym all the time, so a lot of people are asking me for athletic wear. But what separates me from the rest is that we use certain ink. So my ink doesn't come off. And if it does, I replace it for free.
That's what's up.
So that's what separates me.
I didn't know that.
So I do all of Phoenix apparel.
Which is super dope,
yes,
by the way.
Yeah, I've been doing it for already 13 years.
Dang.
So, well, not Phoenix apparel, but I've been doing screen printing for 13 years. And it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Again, another approachable person. Especially, for gyms. I'm going to say this correctly, make sure I'm not stepping on no toes. So the vendors that are going to be at the Beast Mode games, thanks guys, and I know they've been there multiple times, they're amazing people. They sell their apparel, but they don't make apparel for others. If you're a gym in need or any type of business, foundation, church, it's community.
Yes, it is a community.
Connect, man.
Yes, it is.
Hit the link down below. Speak to her at the Beastmode game. If long as she's not in coaching mode, you're probably good. But no, man. I'm hoping and praying, man. That's what it's about when it comes to community and culture. To get with people that are like-minded, and you never know who you might need support from. It's funny. The first time I met Ant, how did I meet Anthony? I don't remember the initial time, but I think we did a something for 97.9. I think we both were on stage. And I've seen her before on Facebook, and I think she was like, man, you dope. And I was like, I follow her. She thought I was dope. Like, that was dope, right? But the next time, I think I reached out to her, and I started a podcast, and I was interviewing great mindsets. And I reached out to her, and I was like, man, she probably gonna like not even respond. And she responded, like, of course. So because I was able to podcast her then, I think when we came up with the Beastmode games, before it was the Beastmode games, when we told her about it, she's like, oh, yeah, you my dude.
She's so humble and a great person.
So
Really
I think
is.
that's what community is about. The way Antonique and I are cool, it's the same way that we have to do as a community. So I know we're gonna be out there pushing and working and sweating, but at the same time, when we can empower each other, that's culture, that's community, that's the Beastmode
right.
games.
You'll see her at the competition. She will
Can I
be
get a
there.
mic drop?
Hey.
Okay. But no, man, anything else? I feel like I talked y'all ear off. I can talk to y'all for a while. Yeah? Well, look, man, I'm super excited. At the comp, I will say this personally, for me, I'm like nonstop when I get there. So if I happen to walk by and I didn't say nothing, I'm so sorry. They got me running.
You
but
running.
busy.
We understand.
we getting after it.
I'll talk to you at the after party.
Saying hi to
Yeah,
nobody.
I ain't saying hi to nobody, right? But no, at the end, if y'all have time, definitely hang out a little bit. First time we're actually serving alcohol, which you've never done
I'll
before.
definitely
so
be
do
there.
it smartly. She told me.
You got really?
She was talking about she was excited to do 30 Russian twists,
Yeah.
40 mountain
no, like
climbers,
to
10
meet,
rollouts.
to meet people at the after party.
No, that's our light day. That was our light day. Don't look at that board.
Like that. Yeah. But no, man, I'm looking forward to it. Again, from me to you guys, thanks for supporting too. The vision for the Beastmode games, if I ever even share this on a podcast, is to have a platform where all cultures can be on it. And then also have a platform where all fitness levels are welcome. They have several amazing platforms that do a great job of finding the fittest person in the world. Honestly, I don't care who wins, honestly, guys. I just want people to come in and finish. And I want somebody to say I did more than I would have ever done, or I'm gonna come back and be better.
Right.
That's what we want. So thank you for supporting that vision, and I'm looking forward to growing with you guys.
Look forward to
Cool.
it.
We got to give you your flowers now. Thank you for creating said platform
Yes,
so that
yes,
we can
yes,
be great
yes.
and get our
Thank
reps
you.
and just do it for the culture. So thank you, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because we know it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's draining. Looks like it's draining you over there.
You know, I start slowing down like this, then I go to the nap bar, I wake up, and I'm good. Hey!
He may need your masseuse.
In your Rise and
and-
Power shirt.
everything. But no, it's gonna be dope, man. But again, guys, if you haven't registered, if you hear this podcast before the 20th of July, that is the last day, and we're cutting it off after that. So get registered. Can't wait to see you guys,
Yes.
and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Let's go.
Let's get